Hello, what's up? You know my names. Shannon, Shay, Sis, and you'll know the drill. You can call me whatever you like. So we're back. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. But if you're new, welcome to my YouTube channel. We talk about hair, lifestyle, and skincare. But we've been doing hair till this time. So today I'm going to talk about MSM because there are a lot of misinformation out there and I want to put it straight. I did my research from biochemistry to chemistry to biology to natural hair community to hair actually. So let's get it. So what is MSM to begin with? The long form for MSM is methylsulfonylmethane. It's a compound containing a large amount of sulfur. It can be produced industrially, but it's also found in plants, animals, the living things, in green plants. So why am I talking about MSM? Because recently, it's not so recent, but recently, it's been found to be helping people grow their hair. It's used for other biological stuff like boosting immunity, in the production of collagen and glucosamine in our body, but I'm going to talk about it more on the hair part because people have been using it and some have not been researching more about it before they use it because it has its side effects. Though it does help, but it comes with side effects sometimes. Some people don't get it as mild. Some people get it mildly, some people get it real bad, and I want to put it out there because there's been some misinformation in the natural hair community. So one thing I'd like to start with before anything else is that MSM does not, I repeat in block letters, it does not help. Vitamin C does not help the MSM. Because if you watch a lot of YouTubers, they would put it out there like, I take it with vitamin C because it helps. Vitamin C helps the MSM getting good. It's actually the opposite. MSM is the one helping vitamin C get deep into your blood, deep into your roots, deep into whatever if you be taking it by ingesting, it will help you with it will be taken in by the blood and you'd see the results. And if you'd be using it topically, you'd also see the results. But again, it's the MSM helping what you're using with it. And MSM is soluble in water. It's like white crystals. I have it. Let me show you guys. So I got this MSM. Here it is. It's white crystals. I wish you guys would see it. It comes with its own spoon. I think you guys see it. It's like sugar particles, but more crushed, more fine particles, but they're not. It's not powder. It's crystals. So it's more soluble in water than in oil, but it can be made soluble in oil, but it's a long process. So if you want to use MSM, you have to be sure to know what you're getting yourself into. I'll talk about the effects, but firstly, I'll start with how you use it. One, you can use it by taking it by ingesting, which is making it like you take how many spoons? 2 to 3. You take it 2 to 3 a day, and 2 grams in 100 to 200 mils of water. You can mix it with vitamin C powder if you have it. But again, I repeat, it's the MSM helping the vitamin C. There are a lot of studies made. It was tested in labs, and it was the MSM helping what you take it with to get deep into where it's supposed to be used. So you can take it by ingesting it, and when you're ingesting it, be sure to be the type to hydrate yourself. And you have to be taking breaks when you're taking MSM, especially if you're applying it topically, even when ingesting, because when you're ingesting, it's when you're putting your body into higher risk than the one who is applying it. So it helps with skin too, because you know, collagen is for the skin, keratin for the hair. So I'd repeat on how you ingest it with water. You take a 1/4 teaspoon twice per day by dissolving it in a glass of water, morning or in the late afternoon on an empty stomach. Do not eat before you take, do not eat before taking MSM. You take MSM, then you eat on an empty stomach. That's what it says, guys. That's what it says. And you do that for 2 to 3 days before increasing your dosage. So you start with a 1/4, then a half, then 3/4. You go like that, but you have to be taking breaks. You have to be taking breaks because the side effects of MSM, they're pretty clear with what they're saying, and they do happen. So most people, some people use it for immunity, to boost the immunity, and so if you boost the immunity, everything's okay, from blood to muscles to everything. Some people use it for their skin, and some people use it for their hair. Most people in the natural hair community use it for their hair. Then you can also use it topically. By topically, I mean you can dissolve it into water and use it as your daily spray. Daily spray. I also use it, but I take breaks. I use it for 2 weeks, then I take a 2-week break, then 2 other week, then 2 other week break. So you don't have to be using it consecutively if you want to see best results with minimal side effects. So let's get into the next chapter. Actually, you can take MSM with vitamin C, with whatever, but again, 3rd time, it is the MSM helping the vitamin C, not the other way around. Not the other way around. If you all know about the sulfide bonds, it's the sulfur that is helping to bind these things. It's not the vitamin C helping to bind the sulfur. Okay, so let's let's continue. When you're using it in the oil, I think I'll make a different video about that, but not soon enough. But I'll make a video on how to actually try and dissolve it in oil, but it is very, very soluble in water. So I say that I talked about the dosage, and I talked about being hydrated. Make sure you hydrate, especially if you're ingesting it. Make sure you hydrate. I'm not the type to hydrate, so that's why I use it topically, but I still hydrate either ways. And honestly, even though I'm using it topically, sometimes I'd apply a bit on my face, and like there changes. So I'd like to brag. So when using it for hair, because like most people in the natural hair community, as I say, use it for hair growth, of which it does help. Because I use my MSM my water dissolved MSM with I used to put hibiscus with it, but right now I'm just doing water and MSM, and then my tea tree and peppermint oil. Then I use my oil, and honestly guys, it's the volume. Like these hair follicles are going, they're booming. Like my oil is being helped by MSM, because anywho, so side effects. MSM can cause nausea, diarrhea, bloating, stomach discomfort, headaches, mild ones. Like, I'm pretty sure mild is like an understatement. Intense headaches, especially if you're not hydrating. And when applied to the skin, for those who would like to use it for skincare, you can combine it with hyaluronic or acid or tea tree for up to 20 days. But again, with breaks are needed. Without breaks, for example, those who are ingesting it, your blood will be concentrated by MSM. And I don't want to get into that because it's more of biology, but just know it's not good for you. You continue doing your research, and I said it before in the video that I put before this, that you do your research, I just brief up. Okay, And at some point, some people do not actually use it, especially topically, and even for ingesting. I'm really afraid of what I put into my body, so I didn't want to try ingesting it. And if you're using it for the hair topically, sometimes it might not work out. So if you want to use it, you'd have to use it for a week, then see. But first, track your hair shedding, especially it's the shedding, because sometimes it might work to other people. Because my shedding and my growth, my shedding is lesser than my growth, so I would like to say it's a good thing for me because I still see the results. But for other people, the moment they began taking MSM, they started using it topically, the shedding was more than the growth. Yes, the growth is happening, but the shedding is wild. If you feel like you see that, stop using it. On point, it's not for you. You just have to find something else. You'd come to me in my Instagram. I put it up here. My Instagram, and we'll talk about how to help you if MSM is not one of the options for you. If you wanted to try it and it's not working out, there are other alternative methods. And again, when I started using MSM, I got instant intense headaches. I usually have them, but then like they became more intense, and that's when I knew that I needed to start hydrating, because I have a problem with hydrating. But either ways, it's working out well. So continue doing your research. I just wanted to put it out here because there's a lot of miscommunication when it came to MSM, and I wasn't liking it. And some other people will tell you MSM worked for me. MSM, remember, what works for somebody else doesn't necessarily work for you. One man's meat is another man's poison. Don't forget that. So I hope you all got the message on using MSM, about how to dissolve it on oil. You can do your research more if my video will take long, but if you want to use it, I'd recommend using it as a spray, as a moisturizing spray, a leave-in spray. Mine's in here, but I said my water is cloudy, and I explained more about it in my, if it wasn't Instagram, there was TikTok. So yeah, I hope you guys are got more informed about this, and please do more of your research, because I put it brief, because if I were to talk about it in deep, this video would have taken more than the time it has right now. So do your research, do more research before you start using it. I'd say like a month research before you started using it, because I started a 3-month research before I actually used it, and right now it's been a month, because it's 2 weeks break, 2 weeks. I'm almost taking my break. So thank you guys. I hope you subscribe, like, and I actually subscribe, like, comment on my video, tell me what you want to know next. If it isn't here in my YouTube platform, you can do it in my Instagram. I'm open for suggestions, and because you are my audience, and I'd put out there what you guys need to know. So thank you guys, have a great day. Bye. Let you know